This sports segment of Naperville News 17 is brought to you by your local YMCA. For youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
Another year of Naperville sports in the books, and for some schools, 2013 was a better year than most. After the year Naperville Central had, it looks like 13 might be their lucky number.
The Red Hawk football season was starting to look like a dud after 3 losses at the start of November, but 5 weeks and 5 big wins later, the Cinderella team made it to the state final in DeKalb. Big underdogs against Loyola Academy, Dylan Gross picks the right time to block his first field goal. He gets the bounce and makes a run neither team will forget anytime soon. Central wins their first state title since '99.
It's way better than I ever thought it would. It's the best feeling I've ever had, and knowing that you worked so hard for it, that it just doesn't get any better than this.
Between 2000 and 2003, Elizabeth Lumpkin won 4 state titles in girls tennis for the Redbirds. This year, Tiffany Chen took out Isabella Lorenzini of Hinsdale Central, 6-3, 7-6, and the girls singles title is back on Aurora Avenue.
I'm just super excited right now. I mean, I didn't come in thinking that I was going to win. I was just coming out to play well, but I mean, this is a really nice bonus.
Central's never had a diving champion before. Enter Sydney Dussel. She doesn't just win the state, she crushes it. No one's touched her score of 450.55 at the state meet since '03, and she's only a sophomore.
It's hard to argue that another school matched the success of Central, but their rivals up Mill Street didn't do too bad themselves. Central had boys soccer, but at Naperville North, the ladies stole the show.
The bar is set high for the girls' soccer team after winning state last year. Doesn't seem to faze them. They don't lose a game in the regular season and cruise to the state final at Benedetti Worley. Hinsdale Central takes them on, but it's going to be the Zoe Swift show. 2 goals in the first half makes it 2 titles in a row for the Huskies.
Bennett Academy has a history of success, but the standout team over the past couple of years has been the girls' volleyball team. After winning 2 straight state titles, all eyes would be on the Red Wings as they set out to make it 3.
Top seed in their sectional, the Red Wings dropped only 1 set in the state playoffs en route to a berth in the semis against Crystal Lake South. Rachel Farah, dominant all year, 9 kills in the semis. They'd go on to the final, but Mother Macaulay is too much. Bennett takes second, and Jess misses out on the three-peat.
You know, it finally clicked because it all seems like a dream. And then finally it sinks in like, hey, this is real, and then it's go time.
If you measure success by championships, you'll find plenty of highlights for the 204 schools.
Julia Bond brought up the rear for Waubonsie Valley's 3rd in state bowling squad as a sophomore, but this year she was something special. Averaging over 40 points higher at the state meet as a junior, she leads the Warriors to a state title with the 2nd highest team score ever at the final event. The Valley rivalry in full swing at the Girls Golf Championship in Decatur. Nequa's Jessica Ewan and Waubonsie's Bing Sing Sumali are top scorers at the state meet. Ewan up 1 at the turn and can't miss the green. She hit 6 of 18 on the round, goes on to win the title by 4 strokes.
I had no idea till I made that birdie putt, and then, it finally sunk in, but it still hasn't sunk in yet.
Another Nequa star made waves out east the day after his 22nd birthday. Ian Kroll from the class of '09 makes his major league debut for the Washington Nationals, strikes out the side against the Mets. He'd finished the season with 22 strikeouts and an ERA under 4 before being dealt to the Detroit Tigers.
Prior to this season, North Central College football had won the CCIW each of their last 7 seasons, but their deepest NCAA tournament run came in 2010 when they were knocked out in the quarterfinals. This year, they'd win another conference title and look to better the season they had 3 years ago.
And better that season they did. After a 13-0 start, the Cardinals headed to top-ranked Mount Union for the semis. Underdogs on the road, Matt Randolph puts it in on the ground to put Central up 5 with 1.5 minutes to go, but the Purple Raiders would answer and go up 1. Stanek has one more chance for North Central. Incomplete, and the Cardinals fall 1 point shy of the Stag Bowl. Also a big year for men's basketball, only 3 losses during the regular season. They'd host the first 3 rounds of the NCAA tournament. Gregory Arena filled to the gills, and Todd Raridan's squad delivers. They'd knock off 3 top 10 teams on their way to a national semifinal. Ranked number 1 coming into the national championships, North Central's a favorite to take the cross-country title. 4 seconds is all that separates John Crane from individual champ Michael LeDuc from Connecticut College. He'd take second, but thanks to a trio of top 20 finishes from St. Olaf, the Cardinals settle for second in the nation. Back indoors now where North Central hosted this year's D3 Track and Field Winter Championships, defending champ Josh Widener has no trouble sailing over 16 feet 4.5 inches. That'd be good enough for 3rd. To the 5,000, hey, it's John Crane again. Final lap, he's in the lead, but Chris Stadler of Harborford College has a little more left in the tank. Crane takes second.
No matter which teams you align with, November 10th was a big sports day for Naperville. The first annual Edward Hospital Naperville Marathon was a qualifying race for the Boston Marathon, and much of the city shut down to watch local runners work their way through the course. In the end, North Central alum Jonathan Muscati and Neuqua Valley alum Amanda Marachna stole the show and won their respective divisions. That's the best of the best for this year in Naperville sports. Back to you, Jen.